He turns around, feeds it up, and back the other way, and then racing for it is Bo Grew. He grabs it up, hangs on, and trying to kill it in the corner with 15 seconds left to go. Logan Shaw bats at it. 10 seconds left to go. Long pass ahead. This one on the stick of Nadeau. 5 seconds. Crossing. Shot right on. Played into the corner. Gravity has been destroyed. Destiny has been delivered. The Marlies are Calder Cup champions. What a night for this crowd. What a night for these players. Their teammates pile onto the ice. Logan Shaw has got himself a Calder Cup. There is a championship in the hands of so many here in Toronto. This is the here. This is the now. Who cares about yesterday? Tomorrow's coming regardless. Right here, right now, these are your champions, the Toronto Marlies. Chicago Wolves on the other side here. Devastated, no doubt. So many folks. Noah Chadwick, so important early on in the playoffs. As Matt Benning came back, the rookie had to sit. But what a teammate he's been. There's John Gruden and Spiros Anastas shaking hands. The respect between the two, enormous. Absolutely. They come over and the staff comes out for the Toronto Marlies, and players come over appreciating everything that they have done. Boy, the amount of times they have sat on training tables, being put back together, being put back on the ice. And at this time of year, it's a busy place.
The buy-in to me, the buy-in from this group and what they did in the third period to hold the Chicago team at bay. You can see every one of them to a man knew exactly what it is that they were trying to accomplish. They bought into the defensive side. Just a tremendous game.
Well, and there you look. Seti Parr. Wow. What a series he had. Henry Flum. So amazing. Aktiama. I think you can read into that what that moment was. So many great moments from Easton Cowan, who kept the Marlies' hopes alive with 13 seconds left to go in the Cleveland series. And he able to win that one.
A young man that continues to build. A Memorial Cup last year, a Calder Cup this year. What could be in his future? One can only hope.
You absolutely bet. Toronto, that is some experience gained here. Invaluable in this organization. They made it a point, Ryan Hardy and his crew, play a number of different teams, feel a number of different teams, get as much experience as possible against as many different teams as you can. It was a masterful bit of business. It played itself out in the playoffs. Played a Rochester team, different from Cleveland, different from Laval, and different from Wilkes-Barre. This Chicago team, so talented, and now they come to center ice. And this is a very tough moment to be on the other side of. But what a moment hockey delivers right here. The handshake, the battle between two extremely good hockey teams. This Chicago Wolves team was absolutely dynamite. They were able to beat the best teams in the league to get here. A team that looked like it was going to spring forward, do something special. Chicago got it done. And here against the Toronto Marlies, it was just one touch too far.
Well, they had the offense, they had the D, they had the goaltending. These two teams matched up so well, but it was Toronto that found a way to come out on top. Just but that one game in overtime last night. A setback that seemed to set them forward, as has been the case to most of the playoffs, that they hit a bump in the road and they're able to recover, able to overcome, find their game again here tonight.
Wow, what a terrific moment for this Toronto Mulgrew. What a goal in the second period on the power play. There you see Marshall Rafai about to get married. We've gone 7. It would have been awfully tight to try and get to that one. I think it's next Saturday. That would have been tough. Now, Alex Steeves showed up. He was at the game here today. Marlies great, held the scoring record before Logan Shaw beat it. And Alex Steeves going to Joe Blandisi's wedding. A couple of guys that would have loved to have been in this very moment. But this was the year. This was the here and now. Nystrom and Hildeby. Dennis Hildeby wouldn't be here without him and his win in the Rochester series. I know it can't have been easy for him to stand there and be on the bench. Akhtiamov had the postseason of all postseasons for a goaltender. There's Miftaho and Akhtiamov. They became good friends at the All-Star game, the two All-Star goaltenders this year. And a lot of respect being paid there between them. And this crowd is not going anywhere.
No, they're not.
They know what's coming.
There's one moment they want to see now.
Some of them have got the experience. There you see Hanu Toivonen, who's got to be so proud of Akhtiamov, the goaltender coach, and John Gruden beside him on his left there, or on his right, our left. There's Cowan receiving congratulations from literally everybody in this organization that has had a hand in this. And it is so many people. As I look down there on the ice, so many nights on the bus, so many early mornings, so many blizzards. And you wouldn't believe the amount of driving that we had to do. Casey Winter, Billy Forlippa, our bus drivers, fantastic this year. I know they'd like to hear a shout out, and they're important to this equation as well. There's Luke Hames. Wow. He's had a great role here in this final. There's one guy out there I'd love to get a look at, Brandon Baddock. He didn't play a lot of games this year, but boy, guy never comes to the rink without energy, never comes to the rink. And when he got in the games, tried to be a force in those games and was. And he's out there somewhere, I think down there on the left, number 48. And I just can't say enough about what he was able to do with the Black Aces this year as well. He stuck with them, made it interesting every day. Terrific stuff. I got to tell you, there's some people here that, there he is, absolutely. What a guy, just to keep that group interested together and then be a guy who steps in. This guy, unbelievable. Easton Cowan, Michael Pezzetta, 3 game-winning goals. And in this game was outstanding. He was outstanding.
And the guy's playing roles too, throwing hits, sim.
The crowd is loving it. There's Artie down there.
Not much more passion than Hardy when he's up here in this press box.
I tell you, I call him the goalie llama. He's so nice. He is smiling all the time. He has just been such a terrific individual to get to know. And they mob him, and they should. I can't imagine there is anybody else more deserving of the Butterfield Trophy than Akhtiamov. As they will get to that at some point here when this celebration, the Marlies emerge from the corner. A sea of blue happiness. What a group. This has been an absolutely tremendous group of players to work with. And it isn't an hockey. Alex Nylander, who just comes to the rink, takes care of his business, makes sure all his sticks are just the right way, always working with the equipment guys, and they are able to come up and put him into a position to win. And now he's got himself a Calder Cup championship. There's the Butterfield trophy as it comes out to the ice. Scott Howson will come out to have a chat as well. And Jason Chamovich, who in 2000 he runs communications for the league. 2000 he was with the Hartford Wolfpack and they won, and then he moved over to the league, and now he runs this, and he's trying to marshal all these cameras and photographers and everything into the mix. Wow, everybody chanting Artie here. They know.
Oh, they know.
They know who deserves that one. Absolutely. Here comes the silverware, the hardware, the winware. Out to the ice, white glove treatment. About to be handled by the sweaty palms of the boys here in the Marlies jerseys. It's been here once before. Been in the Leaf organization a few times, 4 times now. 2018 dominant team, but this team, this scrappy bit of business, was able to make this happen. 5 games, boy, how many times did it look like it wasn't going to happen this postseason?
The first series went to the 3rd game, a best 2 out of 3. There was uncertainty throughout these playoffs.
5 games out of Laval, 5 games out of Cleveland, 6 in an overtime victory, Wilkes-Barre. Here's Scott Howson. Let's go down to Simon Bennett, and the president of the American Hockey League.
Season and the Calder Cup playoffs, particularly here in Toronto and Chicago. Thank you. I would like to acknowledge the Chicago Wolves for a great run to the Calder Cup finals. They beat some very good teams along the way, and we're certainly a worthy opponent for the Toronto Marbles. Now I will ask Stephen Thompson, Vice President of Hockey Operations for the American Hockey League, to come out and present the Jack Butterfield Trophy to the MVP of the Calder Cup playoffs. This player was the backbone of the drive to the Calder Cup. He played in 22 of the 24 games, amassed a record of 15-7, and led the league in minutes played. Your Calder Cup MVP and winner of the Jack Butterfield Trophy is Artur Akhtiamov. Congratulations to Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment and to the Toronto Maple Leafs. First, a draft lottery win, and now a Calder Cup championship. What a great start for John Shaka and Matt Sundin. Congratulations to Keith Pelly, Ryan Hardy, Mark Lira, and Mike Dixon. And to John Gruden and the coaching staff, your team played with commitment, focus, intensity, and it was wonderful to see. Now to the players. You won 3 winner-take-all games. You won 4 elimination games. You were 10-3 in your last 13 Calder Cup playoff games. And you won the second Calder Cup in Toronto Marlies history. And now this group walks together forever as Calder Cup champions. Logan Shaw, come and get the Calder Cup.
Logan Shaw hands it off to Matt Benning, who just had to be put back together and had to be here. Dakota Murmas. Well, he had some success in junior, but this, I gotta believe, is just as sweet. After a long career, great opportunity to lift a cup and be a champion. Here's Mark Johnstone. Took a turn in Toronto at the beginning of his career, then went to Wilkes-Barre for a couple of seasons. But this was his best season in the American Hockey League, and it just got better. Vinny Lettieri. Hey, Sage, Dad's got you a Calder Cup. As Vinny Lettieri skates it over to the folks on the north side of the stadium. All the confetti out on the ice as Lettieri hands it to Alex Nylander. Wow, what a moment for Alex Nylander to pick up the cup and share it with the fans. Great moment earlier this year in Wilkes-Barre. Handed over a puck over the glass, and a young girl, I thought she was going to lose her mind. Great with the fans. Alex Nylander. There's Brandon Bannon, who I was talking about. Well deserved. What an integral part of this hockey team. to be a part of it. Michael Pezzetta with the Canadiens at the beginning of his career. But he came here to Toronto. He wanted to win, and he did exactly that. Stepped in 3 game-winning goals in the postseason. What an absolute run for Pezzetta. And Reese Johnson cannot say enough about the grit, the determination, the ability, the absolute drive coming to the rink every single day, making sure his teammates were ready. Seti Parr, what a final he had. These final games that he was able to be in, dominant play. Hey Ben, your boy Bo got himself a Calder Cup. He was here yesterday, couldn't be here today, and I know it's just eating at him not to be. Bo Grew, a Calder Cup champion, hands it off to Marshall Rafai. The old Zigamazoo, he got one in this playoffs. I tell you, he's an intellectual, that young man. Not afraid of the moment, not afraid of the emotion. He'll hand this to his Harvard teammate, Henry Thrun. Thrun from San Jose comes into this organization, and I know these guys, they want to play up top. They want to be in the National Hockey League, but that does not diminish this moment one bit. How about this? William Villeneuve, almost choke up when I see him because of his journey here throughout the organization. Comes into this and just runs rampant in the playoffs. Sets the Marlies assist record and the Marlies scoring record for a defenseman. Ryan Turberger, what an absolute devil of a player. Hard to play against. Comes out of UConn and then drops in here with Toronto and impresses. Jacob Quillen, wow. A champion at the NCAA level. And now here, a champion in professional hockey with the Calder Cup raised above his head. And I hand this over to Matthew Barbolini. Wow, Matthew Barbolini got injured in this one. And he gets his spin with the Calder Cup and get a chance to play. Hey, let's go down to Sean, who's standing by with Logan Shaw.
Todd, thank you, Logan. I'm sure you've dreamt of this moment for a long time. Now that it's here, how does it feel?
I mean, look at it. I don't know. It's awesome. It's special. We couldn't have done it without everyone that's in this building right now. Family, friends. I mean, that's who got us to where we are today. But I think the most important thing is how we grew as a group and how special everyone in that dressing room is. It's something that I'll never forget for sure.
You gave a great interview recently where you said that your message to the young guys is to enjoy every moment because you don't know how many moments like this you'll get. How much have you enjoyed every single moment of this journey?
I mean, this is obvious. This tops my hockey moments for sure. I hope these young guys get a lot more. I hope to guide them to a lot more as much as I can, but I'm going to soak this one in for sure. And Toronto's, they're in a great spot. The prospects are awesome. These guys are awesome. The organization does everything the right way, and we're champions.
This group didn't always make it easy on themselves, but you're here now. At what point of the season did you know that this group was a special one?
I mean, if you look at it, I think we finished 15th or 18th in the standings in the season. And our message was, let's just get there. Once we get there, anything can happen. And we just had a bunch of guys with good character that wanted to work hard and wanted to win for each other. And it's just a special group.
Logan, thanks so much for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Wow, there's Noah Chadwick. Great young guy to get to know, carrying the trophy. John Prokop, fresh in with the Marlies, and you know what? This is invaluable experience here. He didn't get to play, but boy, he got himself an opportunity. He missed Artur Akhtiamov. Hopefully you saw that. And Dennis Hildeby. This can't have been the most amazing thing for Hildeby. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be the one who led the Marlies in this situation. Easton Cowan, he hands the trophy off here. And Easton Cowan, who led all rookies in scoring in the American Hockey League, goes for a skate. That's a future right there, Toronto. We'll talk about tomorrow when it comes, but today, Easton Cowan is a champion yet again. And he hands it off to Ben Danford, who missed a chance with the Brantford Bulldogs, but he's got one here in professional hockey, high above his head. Terrific effort from Danford, who stepped in out of junior and got here. Absolutely incredible. Ken Appleby, boy, he hung in. And he, with that group, did a tremendous job. Came in every day, still positive, still banging away. He knows these moments don't come around very often. Sam Stevens, all year long, trying to get into the lineup, coming out of Cincinnati, coming here, trying to be a part of it. He was one of those guys, and he gives it back to Logan Shaw, and now the Marlies will go for a bit of a run around the rink here as they want the whole crew to come with them for a spin. Everybody getting a drink over the bench. Winning's thirsty work, you know. You do know.
Yeah, I do know.
You do know.
Oh, it's a special moment when you get your opportunity to celebrate with your fans. Win at home.
That is a tremendous moment. Unparalleled in competition, really, to win. You can speak to that better than I can, Becky.
And again, what these guys have gone through, 24 playoff games, middle of June, just the grind.
The every day of it.
The every day of it. It's the things that the fans don't see them do that leads to this.
It's all those little things that make a difference, and you don't think they're going to make a difference, but then just one little step by one little step, you get a little closer, Sometimes it doesn't work out. It hasn't worked out the last couple of years, last few years. Since 2019, it really hasn't been a long drive, but now that it is a long drive, the experience that these players have picked up. Bo Drew, he's got a little dance step in him there.
He does. A few of them have some dance steps out there.
I see them coming over here, and Logan Shaw is going to hand this over to John Gruden. John Gruden knows what it's like to lift a trophy over his head in the OHL. The Hamilton Bulldogs, and now he knows what it's like to throw one up over his head. He didn't have success as a player in the Chicago barn, I'll tell you, with Detroit. Lost in a game 7, but here he comes with a win, and he hands that one over to Michael Jick, and there goes the Gatorade right on top of him. And let's go down to Sean, who's standing by with the Butterfield Trophy winner.
Yes, I'm here with the MVP. Just what's a moment like this mean to you? What are you feeling right now?
I'm really happy, but I think everybody here is our MVP. So everybody did lots of great work, and yeah.
There was a moment there where all your teammates were bowing down to you.
What's that?
There was a moment where your teammates were bowing down. How special is that?
That's pretty special. I'm so happy to be here, especially in this team with these teammates. Everybody good, everybody support each other. So yeah, here is good person and good players.
Last one for you. What's it like to win in an atmosphere like this in front of this crowd?
Atmosphere was great. Crowd was so noisy. Thank you for that. They hear me?
I think they hear you.
I didn't know this.
Congratulations. Go enjoy.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you everybody. Without everyone, we did nothing.
The goalie llama, I'm telling you, who says that smile isn't one of the best you've ever seen? Ortiaktiama, absolutely terrific as the staff gets their moment here to lift it over their heads, and just the amount of effort that goes into this thing, that goes into it. And you know, I'm not telling you you don't know.
But it comes down to everyone. Everyone has to buy in. And when you watch the staff lift this trophy, they bought into what this team was doing as well. You want to be a good team. You want to be a great team. It's everyone around you.
This Marlies team, there's Mike Dixon. I say the Marlies run on Dixon, and it's true. He is able to get that. Hey, Sean standing by with William Villeneuve. Let's get downstairs.
God, thank you, William. As the seconds tick down and you realize that you're going to be a Calder Cup champion, what was going through your head?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to describe. Yesterday we were so close, and kind of a heartbreaking ending yesterday, but came back today, played a good game, and you know, it took a whole team effort, and we had it tonight, and we're Calder Cup champion.
To go through this with this group of teammates, what stands out to you the most? What do you remember the most about this group of guys?
I think it's the culture. You know, I got here 4 years ago. Logan Shaw's been a captain for 4 years, and he's been leading this team and this organization through it all. And he brought a lot of good guys. You know, he made sure everyone was getting along, and I think that translated on the ice. So a lot of credit to him.
Artur Akhtiamov couldn't wipe the smile on his face, and understandably so. How special of a person and a goaltender is he? Yeah,
I think we all knew that, but it's good to see that everyone can see the kind of human being he is. You know, he just got the MVP, and he's pointing at everyone and thanking everyone when he brought us here today, and he's the main reason why we're champion.
When you look back at the season as a whole, what will you remember the most?
I think this moment here, you know, kind of blacked out for the last 15 minutes, but I'm going to take time to enjoy it all and realize what we accomplished.
William, thanks for the time. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, Ryan Hardy, he got his cup. That grin, that won't go away for a long time.
Oh, he was pretty fired up here, too.
Oh, he was. Those penalties started flying in the second period. Ryan Hardy had some things to say.
He sure did. Brought a lot of passion.
They're going to come to center ice here for the photo, and just the moment this is for these guys to be invested in for this long. It doesn't start, it ends here. And this is where a championship is crowned, but this isn't where it's made. This isn't where it's made. The championships are made, they go back all the way to the summer.
In the gym, on the ice, the training.
Well, Ryan Hardy is sharing in the moment here in what this Toronto team has done. I want to make sure that Ryan Hardy got in the picture. And they got that one all set. That'll be on walls everywhere in this building. There already is one that celebrates 2018. That'll be on